All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to work through soil fertility assignment number 4, which is kind of the putting everything together. It's calculating a formula blend for your fertilizer, as well as how much it's going to cost. So it tells me in the problem that I have a 40-acre field. And in this 40-acre field, I need 80 pounds of nitrogen per acre. I need 40 pounds of phosphorus per acre, and I need 10 pounds of potassium per acre. It also tells me, this is just stuff from the problem. It also tells me what's available. For nitrogen, I can use this urea fertilizer, which has 46% nitrogen. And it tells me that that is $184 a ton. Well, what I've went ahead and done is calculated how much it is per pound. If a ton is 2,000 pounds, so how much does it cost per pound? It costs 0.092 cents per pound. So essentially 9 cents a pound. The second one is going to give me, I want you to notice, this is where it gets kind of tricky, because this is going to give me both nitrogen and phosphorus. So my second one, I believe, is like diammonium phosphate, is going to give me 18% nitrogen. So I got nitrogen from two places, 46% phosphorus or phosphate. And then it tells me it's $192 a ton. Well, how much is it per pound? $192 divided by 2,000 pounds is 0.096. So essentially 10 cents a pound. The potassium chloride is what provides me with the potassium fertilizer. So I have to use all three of these different fertilizers to get what I need in my field. And this fertilizer right here is 60% potassium. It costs $120 a ton. So it ends up being about 6 cents a pound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the potassium, because that's the one that I can only get potassium from one of the fertilizers. So we're just going to start there, and we're going to figure out that if I need 10 pounds per acre and I have a fertilizer that is 60%, I'm going to use that same formula from before, which is the amount of nutrient divided by the percentage. So what's the amount of nutrient I need? I need 10 pounds. And what's the percentage? 0.6. So that means that I need 16.67 pounds per acre. So that's how much of that fertilizer I'm going to have to use to get the right amount of potassium on my field. So when it's wanting me to calculate a formula or a fertilizer blend, I would need to take this KCl fertilizer that I've bought, and I would need to put 16.67 pounds per acre in my mix. Now, phosphorus, the only place that I can get phosphorus from is this one. So the diammonium phosphate. I want 40 pounds of phosphorus on my field. I have a blend that is 46% phosphorus. So I take 40 divided by 0.46, and I get 86.96 pounds per acre. So this tells me how much phosphorus I have. This tells me how much potassium I have. Now, here's where it gets kind of tricky, is when I do the nitrogen. Because I'm already adding this fertilizer to the mix, I know how much I am adding. I am adding 86.96 pounds of it. But that tells me that is only going to give me what I need in terms of the 40 pounds per acre for the phosphorus. So I just need to calculate, if I add already 86.96 grams or pounds of this, how much nitrogen am I already adding? Because I don't want to add too much urea then. So I know that if I take, so for nitrogen, I have to do a couple of different things. I know that if I take 86.96 pounds of the nitrogen fertilizer, I'm already adding that in, times 0.18. This tells me that I have basically 16 pounds of nitrogen that I'm already putting in. So by putting in this amount right here, by putting in 86.96 pounds at 18% nitrogen, I am essentially already adding 16 pounds of nitrogen to my soil. Well, it says in the original problem that I want 80. Well, I've already added 16, so what's 80 minus 16? 64. So I still need 64 pounds. And that's where then I just plug it in one more time to my equation. for the urea. Now I have to figure out if I need 64 pounds now of urea, how much do I have to add? So 64 pounds divided by 0.46, because that's the percentage of nitrogen in urea, I get 139.13 pounds. So to sum that up, this is your answer for A. For potassium, I would need 16.67 pounds of that fertilizer per acre added to my mix. For phosphorus, I would need 86.96 pounds added to my mix. And for nitrogen, I would need 139.13 pounds of this added to the mix. Because remember, I'm getting nitrogen from two places. So I already took into account that I'm adding nitrogen there. And so that's A. We already solved the problem for B. B told us, or I've already solved B for you, because all you have to do is calculate how much it is per ton. Or per pound. It tells you how much it is per ton. So now let's figure out how much it costs per pound. So urea is 9 cents per pound. Diammonium phosphate is 10 cents per pound. And then the potassium chloride is 6 cents per pound. So all you have to do is take how much you add from A. You take the total pound amount that's needed times its cost. So I would take 9 cents times this right here, the 139.13, 10 cents times 86.96, and then 6 cents times 16.67. And if I total that up, that will tell me the cost per acre for this fertilizer blend. And then the last one says, okay, now that you know the cost per acre, we have 40 acres. So you take whatever you've calculated your cost to be there and you take it times 40, and that'll tell you how much it costs for your whole field. And the interesting thing is that every year it might be a little bit different. Like you're going to have your fertilizers separated because it depends on your soil quality testing results, on how much nitrogen, how much phosphorus, and how much potassium you add to your field. You don't just add the same amount every year. You only add what you need. So you have to be able to calculate how much of each of these fertilizers you need in your mix to put on your field. So that should hopefully take you through assignment number 4.